Hello traders, I really hope you're enjoying your weekend. I promised on Friday that I would just go through a couple of points about day trading on Friday, and one of them, and this applies to all the main charts we look at, but on Friday we had the pound yen come down to the previous week's close. This is the previous week here between this range and this range, and this was the Friday close of the 24th, is it, I think. So we came into this week bouncing up, dipped into that support and bounced up to the 200, came back to that support, bounced up to the 200, and so when we came in on Friday into the previous Friday's close, I bought that and then traded that up to resistance because it had done it once, twice, and then Friday was no exception. We had 3 tests with this 200 EMA and this cannot go. So it could be, if we can't get above 14050 in the early part of the week, then this is going to roll over. The path of least resistance is potentially down. We'll look at the bigger time frames in a minute. The other thing I was going to look at is this. I know some of you in the room are DAX fans. Well, this was a peach. This was a gem on Friday. This was the previous day's high. So previous day's close, sorry. So this is a gap trade. So into the morning, this is the range. And as we come out of the range at 10 AM UK time, we did a gap fill. And then in the US session, late on, we did a fade to the low of the open trading range, and then we attempted another gap fill. I mean, I think so. The open trading range and the gap strategy worked twice, not just once. It worked twice, and that would have given you. Okay, you don't necessarily need to pick up the lows because that's a very aggressive trading. If you picked up the break here at 12,006, you would have got at least 50 pips on the first run, and if you were patient, I admit it faked it early on the top of the range and then dipped down later on, tested the bottom of the range. But had you got one of those trades or even got stopped out of one, you still would have got potentially another 50 pips. So in one day on 2 trades, if you're looking at the reversal times, this is a US reversal time, this is a European reversal time, you would have got anything from 80 to 100 pips. So that's a nice trade. So Friday was quite liquid. Right, so that's what we're going to look. We will talk about the gap strategy in more detail in Traders Round Table on Monday at 7 PM UK time, 8 PM European time, 2 PM Eastern time. So let's just now look at the bigger time frames and set this up for next week. So let's stay with the DAX and just look at where we are on these bigger time frames. So here we have this big push up here. Sorry, that was out of view. I talk about this push up here. Then we consolidate, we push, we consolidate, we push, we consolidate, and we push. So I'm looking for a consolidation, and my target entry would be 892, roughly that area. So anything underneath that would be a gift, and the touch of 840 would be even better. So Friday's close is this 17, so have that marked up, and then let's see where we go. If you look at the weekly, this is a very interesting chart because you can see here last year we were up here at 12,423 and we are just sitting on this support, and we are close to, if we come back to 680 and hold, I'm not sure we're going to come down that low, and that's a big ask. On the daily, around about the 890 area, before we could potentially come and test 12,423. Nice monthly chart. It's a breakout, but we have got all this resistance up here at this 12.4. So if we come and touch 12.4 and then come off, then that could come down quite hard, but let's just not think in those terms at the moment. Dow. If you look at the start of the weekly, you can see how we are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks higher. We've not had a breather for 6 weeks. We've got a channel that dates back to January 2 years ago, and we are just entering that area. Now, if we come out of that, if we can't hold 12, 6 or 700, then this could come tumbling down. That is a bit of a topping tail on there, but to stick to the trend, you would need to pull back into last week's support at 750, with the potential to make an impulsive wave up to that area at the top. Talk about waves, let's do a count of the waves we've got at the moment. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5 I would have to count up to there because there's no pulls. A, B, so we've got a C wave down, we've got to get an impulsive D wave up into the top of that channel. So let's keep buying the pullbacks, let's get patient for the pullbacks. So like I said, 800 area is a good pullback area on this one. Even the FTSE is a very, very similar pattern. Let's look at them weekly on this one, and I will pull the fibs back from this area here. Well, okay, let's stick to the last range. That's the fibs on the last range. So we look as if we are heading for 75, 70 on that, and any pullback, a pullback to previous week's high, which is 7,300. That makes sense. Let's go for the big number. 7,300 is a potential pullback area for that one to come and test those higher areas. So that's all for the indices. So at the moment there is definitely no sell signals on these charts at the moment. I will update you on Traders Roundtable. Okay, so that's the end of the free video. I'm going to go on and go into detail about some of the best charts I'm seeing at the moment. If you are on a membership that is now expired after your Scalper School program, or your free trial has finished, and there are a few of you who are receiving this who that will apply to, then if you want to carry on with your membership, you need to let me know. And the offer expires midnight tonight. I did email you a couple of times last week about this, but quick reminder, anybody who wants to renew this by the end of this weekend, instead of $147 for the room and Traders Roundtable as well, you can have it for £97 a month if you do a standing order and set that up now. I will reserve that if you contact me by email. You can use this box here, just tap this and that will give you access to the email, and just ask me about the membership package, this wonderful discount offer. Otherwise, if your trial is finished, then this will be the last video you'll see on the premium front. You will now just be open to the free videos. Alright, I'll go on to the premium video now. Get in touch. I'm not going to offer this again. These prices are actually going up after today, so they're going up from 147 and from 97. So if you want to lock in the discount price and get in front of the price rise, you need to act now. Alright, now premium video.